Hey there, it's Steve
and Courtney
from Serious Keto, and today we are going to be doing a review of 6 ChocZero syrups. Now, I believe we reviewed 3 of these about a year ago, but it's long enough ago that I kind of don't really remember it all that well, so it'll still feel kind of new. Now, full disclosure, I am an affiliate marketing partner with ChocZero. But if you've watched any of my reviews, you know I don't let that get in the way of me being honest. And you also know from many reviews that Courtney's in, she doesn't hold back either. For all 6 of these, the ingredients are very similar. The first ingredient is liquid vegetable fiber. Now, I didn't know if this was especially keto friendly, if it was dirty keto or what. Got out, found a really interesting article out on ketogenic.com that I will link to down below in the description that talks about isomalto-oligosaccharides and also liquid or soluble vegetable fiber and like soluble corn fiber. Really interesting article. I read it. It put my mind at ease. I feel comfortable that this is keto. In terms of other ingredients, sweetener across the board on all of these is
monk fruit sweetener.
And then there are also natural flavors. And I know some people kind of, balk at natural flavors. If you're one of those people, then probably not a syrup for you. But full disclosure. And then I think it's 1 net gram of carbs per tablespoon for all of them, with the exception of the strawberry, which is 2 net grams of carbs per tablespoon. Shall we start off with the ones that we did last year?
Sure.
Okay. So I actually used this on the keto pancake recipe that I released last Friday. What'd you think of those?
Very good.
She's not just saying that either. Some of the trial runs we went through, she was not very kind. But I put this was the syrup that I had on it, and we tried it on Friday. This is some thick stuff.
Right.
It is like honey.
And that's how that's kind of their advertised. They all say the thickest sugar-free syrup on the market with ingredients you can trust. So they're right, it's the thickest for sure.
All right, here we go. What I like about this, not only is it thick, it's really mouth coating, which I enjoy. So that you just kind of keep getting flavor.
Yeah.
As it gradually leaves your mouth. It's kind of buttery, I think.
It is. Yep. It's a little buttery. It tastes like real maple syrup, but thicker.
Fairly much. I mean, it's not like that cloyingly sweet like Mrs. Butterworth or Log Cabin or something like that. It doesn't have that sort of corn syrup sweetness to it.
But I'm talking like real maple syrup.
Yeah.
Like it has that flavor.
Okay.
So.
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay. But buttery.
Yeah.
Next, we have caramel.
And the caramel and the maple, they have coloring in them. None of the rest of them do.
Okay.
But these do have coloring there in them. If that matters. Cheers.
Okay, I remember when we tried this last year. To me, this does not taste like caramel. This tastes like butterscotch.
Yeah.
Like if they labeled this butterscotch syrup, I would say you nailed it. This is butterscotch syrup.
That's true.
But I don't taste this and feel like it's caramel.
Yeah, but I like butterscotch better than caramel, so I'm not complaining.
Okay. What might be interesting, and we won't do it in this video, but to go get some like keto ice cream. I forget the name of some of the brands out there, like Rebel, I think is one of them. And perhaps try some of this, the caramel/butterscotch, with some of the chocolate and some of my candied pecans and make like a turtle sundae.
Yeah. It reminds me of, it does remind me of like the butterscotch you get in the bottle. I don't know what the popular brand is. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Like the Smucker, is it Smuckers?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that's what it reminds me.
I don't know that I've had that, but to me I think it tastes very much like a butterscotch candy.
It's good. This one is thick.
Now, when we taste this one, I'll let you give your thoughts first, because
Okay.
you're a bigger chocolate fan than I am.
It reminds me of fudge that you would have on a sundae. I would personally not put this on my pancakes, but I would put this on ice cream because it's not, this isn't syrup to me. This is fudge, I think. Good, but it's not syrup.
Yeah, to me, the taste reminds me of like if Jell-O brand pudding had something between like milk chocolate and dark chocolate. It's not completely milk chocolate, and it's not completely like fudge or dark chocolate, but something about it really, really reminds me of Jell-O brand pudding in terms of the chocolatey flavor to it. I like it. I agree. I think, you know, I don't know, besides ice cream, what else I might put this on.
Yeah, it's heavy. It is thick.
Yeah, it brings it. All right, now we're going to get into 3 that we haven't tried yet. Let me just rearrange here a little bit. I've had viewers tell me that the maple pecan is fantastic. So I'm thinking we save that for last.
Okay.
We have vanilla and we have strawberry. I think maybe we go, well, do you have a preference?
No.
All right. Let's try the strawberry first. Not a fan.
Me neither.
To me, what you want to, I'll tell you what I think it tastes like if you go first though.
Like, I don't know, some kind of candy or like medicine or I think
it
it's
tastes
not syrup.
like strawberry Laffy Taffy.
Oh, yeah.
Or like a strawberry
Yeah.
Now and Later.
Strawberry Laffy Taffy is what it tastes like. And I wouldn't want that on my pancakes either.
No, it does. To me, there's a difference between a fruit sweetness, you know, like the strawberries from our garden, and a candy sweetness. And this is a candy sweetness. I like literally. I feel kind of gross right now, just because eating something that tastes that sugary and candy-like to me. This is not a big fan of this. But I suppose if you like strawberry Laffy Taffy, then maybe you'll love it. But me, no.
It's not strawberry flavored syrup. It's strawberry sauce. That's what I'm struggling with. This isn't syrup. This is a strawberry sauce. Different things.
Vanilla.
Now, I think that this isn't going to taste like syrup either.
You know what? I need to do a little palate cleanse here. Get that strawberry out of my mouth. Initially, I didn't like it. Like the very front end, I'm like, ugh, not a fan. As time went on, though,
It has a really good vanilla flavor.
and like marshmallow. Again, I don't know that it's something I would put on top of pancakes. I'm kind of struggling for.
Well, you know what I figured? Snow cone or like shave ice
Okay,
with like either of these. I think would be good.
that might.
Because that's what they remind me of. That's what I thought when I tasted this. It reminds me of like snow cone syrup. You know?
Yeah, or, you know, for those that either live in Hawaii or have been there, shave ice, which is super duper light and almost like snow.
Right.
But then, yeah, like something like this, as the flavor sort of stays in my mouth, it totally reminds me of Rice Krispie treats. But aside from like a snow cone or something like that, I don't know what I would put it on.
Yeah, I don't know either. Because I wouldn't put that on my pancakes either.
Now this is the one I am most excited about, the maple pecan. All right, here we go. And again, the flavor just sort of lingers and changes a little bit on this.
It's pretty sweet.
I'd rather have that on a waffle than a pancake. To me, I think there's a sort of a distinction because pancakes are sort of softer. I don't know, I just think a waffle, it's a little bit heartier and would stand up to something like this better. That's Steve's opinion. Overall thoughts, what do you think is the best?
Just the plain maple, honestly.
Really?
I think that's what would be my go-to.
So I think both the plain maple and the maple pecan, great stuff. I could recommend those to anybody for a pancake or waffle topping. Good stuff. Next, we have the caramel and the chocolate. And I honestly can't see putting either of those on a pancake, but could definitely see putting them on some ice cream.
Yeah, yep.
Vanilla, like the flavor. It's, you know, I don't know if there's, I'm trying to think if there's an application in a cocktail or something like that you might use this in, or some kind of a drink.
Use both of these in a drink. Like how I said, this reminded me of kitty cocktail.
So I think even like a non-alcoholic thing, if you mix something like this with like Zip Fizz, like if you got the orange flavored Zip Fizz and mix some of this vanilla in with it, you might get sort of a dreamsicle sort of a thing.
I don't know what that is.
We may have to pause this video and make one of those.
A Zip Fizz?
Yeah, just trust me on this. We'll finish our review and then we'll try out my theory. Okay. And then the strawberry. I can't get on board with the strawberry. I wouldn't put it on ice cream. The taste of it is too much like candy to me. You know, not a huge fan. I don't know if you mixed it. You know, I guess the other thing too, if you're trying to mix something, if you just had some carbonated water and maybe put something like this in it, you get sort of a strawberry soda type of a taste.
If that's your thing.
Yeah, it's not for me.
Not for me, but if that's your thing, then that would be good.
So, Zip Fizz. It's like a fizzy little energy B12 drink thing. It's like 3 grams of carbs, which means I can't have a whole bunch of it because I don't want it to throw off my blood glucose results. Normally you put this in a bottle of water and you shake it up and see how it foams. And a little squirt of that. You don't mind that I'm using your frother, do you? Could you have taken a smaller sip?
Yeah, it tastes like it's very orangey.
Yeah.
That stuff is strong.
Yes. So maybe a little less on the Zip Fizz, but doesn't it sort of taste like a dreamsicle or creamsicle or whatever they're called?
Yeah, it does.
So there's a potential sort of a drink.
Yeah.
For you.
Or you could do like orange juice and...
Not if you're keto. That's the same as drinking a soda.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
But I'm thinking it might be interesting to try using some of that orange Zip Fizz and perhaps some of this syrup and make some sort of a dreamsicle sherbet that's keto, kind of like sour cream lemon stuff we did.
Yeah.
So I think the more I think about it, there may be some applications for the vanilla. Strawberry, nah, probably not. So on the whole, I think we're going to be continuing our affiliate partnership with ChocZero, unless I get some just horrible blood test results back here in the upcoming hour. I will put a link to the ChocZero website down below in the description. I have found that just going to their website, their prices are like about $1 or so per item less than what you'd pay on Amazon. Plus, I will include a discount code to get an additional 10% off. Now that's going to be it for Courtney, because the rest of this video is just going to be me doing some blood checks at the 30-minute mark, the 60-minute mark, and the 120-minute mark. But I guess if you want to say...
See you later. See you next time.
Yep. And I'll see you in just a second. Now, because this video is running a little bit long, I'm going to make this whole blood testing thing short and sweet. Prior to the start of our little taste test / review, I took a baseline blood glucose reading, and it was 98. At the 30-minute mark, it was up to 112, so a 14-point move. That does not constitute a spike. At the 60-minute mark, I was back down to 98, and at the 120-minute mark, I was down to 93. Between the 6 different syrups that we tasted, as well as that little bit that I had in the Dreamsicle drink, I would estimate I probably had a bit less than a full tablespoon of syrup. So a little less than a full serving. But what we saw in terms of the blood glucose impact was, in my opinion, pretty negligible. So I am comfortable with this as a keto product. I'm looking forward to using it some more on my pancakes and waffles and maybe ice cream. But as I say, whenever I do any testing of a keto product, each of us needs to own our own measurements. So if you don't have a blood glucose monitor, I highly recommend you get one. As I said, I use the Keto Mojo. If that's something you're interested in, I will include a link in the description down below to get 15% off any Keto Mojo kit. You don't have to go with Keto Mojo, but I do encourage you to own your measurements, measure your blood glucose. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.